In this video tutorial, we'll be taking how to manage the workflow of lesson notes on the portal. We have three types of users involved. We have lesson note supervisors, we have teachers, and of course students that will receive the lesson notes after all the process has been done. For this, each of type of the users, we have a browser to represent one of them. In this case, we have a lesson note supervisor, usually an admin user on the system. We use this browser to represent a teacher. Now this is an admin user, not a teacher. So this admin can, as an admin, you can view a teacher's account by logging in as a teacher using view account under admin block, view accounts module. So we'll be using Aliu Afolabi as the teacher here. So let's view accounts. We're logging in as Aliu Afolabi here. Now for the student here, under view accounts, under admin block, you can view accounts here. That was a staff. The other Aliu Afolabi here was a staff, but is a staff, but we want to choose a student, so we come to the students block here. The student we'll be using here is going to be in special class. Let's say Abdurrahman Khalida in this case. Okay, now that we have the three type of users available, the next part is to ensure we have a teacher taking a particular subject for a particular class. Now as admin user here, we can do that using teacher's profile. Under teacher's profile, we have here the teacher we are going to be using in this tutorial is Aliu Afolabi. So say we want to add a subject to this teacher. Add subjects. Now we're taking special class. That's the class in the students we used here. Abdurrahman Khalida is in special class. So we want to add a subject to this teacher in special class. Say we use handwriting, for instance. Once we add it here, then profile updated, good. The next step is we need a supervisor for special class handwriting. So if there is no supervisor for special class handwriting, there will be no one to receive the approve the lesson note on the portal. That is the essence of supervisors on the portal. So there is the admin user we tend to use as a lesson note supervisor. So also under admin block, you can come to the lesson note supervisor module. Now the only supervisor we added here for this tutorial is this particular user, so we can add the subject and the class to the list of the list here, so that this user can supervise what's the subjects and the class we just added for the teacher. So with this add button, you can add a new feature to it. Here we can have special class as the class we want to feature in this tutorial, and the subject we choose, we just added for the teacher, is handwriting. So with this supervisor can approve any lesson notes coming from special class under subject handwriting. So let's save that with this button here, FAB button here, right here. With save, we get lesson note supervisor information successfully updated. So that means this user can now supervise any lesson notes coming from this point. So after that, the next part is this teacher adding the lesson notes. So here is the teacher, Aliu Afolabi. Here we can pick any week from the list of the week, any week you want to add, maybe week 1, week 2, any week that the teacher want to use. For this tutorial, let's just pick week 4. Now these are the class and subject this teacher is taking. In this case, we are focusing on special class handwriting. So you click, you go on that. Now we have to add the lesson notes, edit lesson notes here. You add your lesson notes. For test, we can just say this is handwriting lesson notes. Lesson notes. Make sure you read. Make sure you read. Okay. Probably is a typo here. Yes. Okay. Now let's submit this lesson notes. Proceed. Now this user has sent the lesson note. As you can see, there's a notification sound. So that notification sound is for this user, the lesson note supervisor. That is a lesson note that just came in for you. So that is it. Aliu Afolabi submitted the week 4 lesson notes, week 4 handwriting lesson notes. So you click on that as a supervisor. You have the option to send correction. In the case you have some correction on the lesson notes and you're not satisfied as a supervisor, you can preview the lesson notes here. You can copy it here, then close, come here, then paste it and add everything you want to add as a correction here, then submit the correction. If you do that, the correction goes back to the teacher. The teacher edits everything they want and send back the lesson notes again for approval. So that's just the flow there. But in this case, we just want to approve just for the sake of the video tutorial. Now let's approve version 1 because it's just the version 1. If maybe you sent a correction, the teacher sends another lesson note, that's going to be version 2. So let's proceed to approve the lesson note. Now the lesson note is approved. Another notification sound here. The teachers get the notification that the lesson note has been approved. So the teacher can come here, view under notification. Abdulaziz Sherifat has approved your week 4 lesson notes. So the teacher goes here and the teacher says, oh, this is truly approved. And the next part for the teacher, the next work for the teacher to do is split the lesson notes into days. Usually a lesson note contains all the content that the students will need for a week. So the lesson note supervisor can glance through and approve for the week. So it's left to the teacher to split the lesson notes into days. Okay, on Monday so time we have this part. Wednesday so time we have this part. That's the essence of daily lesson notes. So under daily lesson notes, we can add daily lesson notes. Don't forget, we can also copy here. In case you have a very large content, you can copy the content here. Then daily lesson notes, add daily lesson notes, and you can paste into the box here and add or remove any content you want for the particular daily lesson notes. You can have as many lesson notes as you want here for the students. You can split it as much as you want under the scope of what has been approved. So yeah, let's just remove, make sure you read for the sake of this one. Now let's submit. Now for daily lesson notes, you have to pick a date and time you want the student to receive daily lesson notes. So now let's be here, we'll pick August 14, the time 5:25. 5:25. So that means at 5:25 students should get this daily lesson note, and this is automatic. You don't have to do it yourself. The system send it at that exact time. So when you have a lesson note, you don't have to send it immediately. You might want to send it maybe on Wednesday, and you don't want the student to see it until Wednesday. So you state your time there, or at that particular time the system sent to the students that ought to receive the lesson notes at the particular time. So we have set to 5:25. So hopefully the students will get their lesson notes by 5:25. This is 5:24 already, so we'll wait to get that. Now this is Abraman Kolida. She has 19 notifications here. So by 5:25 we hope this is going to change to 20 notifications, so that we'll be able to view the new notification indicating that there's a new lesson note available for her. So in that case, we'll be able to see the automatic function of the daily lesson note work. 5:24. Let's wait a little while to get to 5:25 and see if this will be updated. We're waiting. Yes, 5:25 exactly. At exactly 5:25 we get a notification here. This is now 20. Let's click on that. Yes, week 4 handwriting, 14th October, 5:25, Thursday lesson note is now available. So the students can click on this and have the lesson notes. Students can also download the lesson notes to their devices as PDF, and always access the lesson notes anytime they want. So that's just how the lesson notes workflow goes on the portal. We will always keep you updated with any improvement done on this module. Thank you.